Hi, everybody, and welcome to an episode of Cherise Rants. Basically, these are just short little videos where I rant about something. And today I want to talk about something that I've been seeing a lot in one of my videos. And I'm not sure if this video was shared somewhere recently because it seems like it's been getting a lot more traction lately. And that is the videos that I did over a year ago called What is a Witch? And it is my personal opinions on what it means to be a witch. And then I also did a follow-up video called Are Witches Evil? So if you have not seen those yet, go ahead and feel free to watch those over on my YouTube channel. But so basically that's kind of what prompted this. And I'm okay with people disagreeing with me. That's fine. What really irks me though is when people, and not just when people attack me or when I feel like I'm being attacked, but just even if I'm reading comments on somebody else's video or, Facebook post or whatever, it really bothers me when somebody's sharing their own personal views on something. For this video, we're specifically talking about their personal views on spirituality or witchcraft, but this could be their personal views on anything, really. I mean, let's face it. It could be their personal views on the type of diet that they eat or, the type of freaking sheets that they put on their bed. People always have their own opinions, and that's great. That's fine. And I'm okay with people having discussions, because not everybody agrees with everybody else, and that's fine. That's kind of what makes this world a cool place, is that we all have our own views and opinions. So it's one thing to comment on somebody's video, hey, interesting take on whatever topic, here's kind of my view on this. That's fine, because we all disagree. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. And that's okay to share your opinion and say, well, hey, maybe here's a different way that you could look at it. This is what I think, because that's how we grow as people, by listening to other people's opinions. And we don't have to agree with that person's opinion, but just listening to it and hearing it and maybe kind of thinking, how does that fit into my beliefs? That's how we effing grow as human beings. I mean, do we all just want to sit in our own little box in an echo chamber, echoing to ourselves and having everybody just agreeing all the time with everything we're saying? Hell no, we would never advance. We would never grow. And that's what drives me nuts, though, is when people comment saying, you are wrong. This is how it is, and whatever. Sometimes that's okay. If I'm making a post insisting that, the sky is not blue, the sky is, neon orange all the time. Obviously, no, the sky's blue, which I'm sure there's probably going to be people commenting saying, well, technically the sky, blah, blah, blah. But you know what I'm saying. Or the freezing temperature of water is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That's kind of set in stone. And it doesn't matter how much my opinion on that may be. Nope, water freezes at 35 degrees. You can come at me and be like, I think you're a little wrong there. It's 32 degrees. That's one thing. But when it comes to people's personal beliefs about something, what am I trying to say? Witchcraft or spirituality, when it's somebody's personal beliefs on something, how dare you get, and this isn't, again, just to how dare you comment this on my video. This goes across the board for anybody and everybody. How dare you get on there and try to tell somebody that their beliefs are wrong? That's not okay. That's not okay. They're that person's personal beliefs for a reason, just like you commenting and saying, no, you're wrong and here's why. No, that's your personal belief. And here's the kicker, guys. Here's the crazy thing. Not only do we not have to agree with everything that everybody says, we can both be right simultaneously. Oh, shocker! Oh my gosh! So that means my personal beliefs can be right and correct for me, and your personal beliefs can be right and correct for you, and we can both go along our happy ways believing our personal beliefs, and everything is great. Everything's fine. And it's okay to go about your personal belief and listen to the beliefs of others and maybe see where that fits into your life or maybe why you disagree with that. And you don't have to agree with their personal beliefs. It's okay. It's effing okay. We can all have different beliefs, especially, goddamn, when it comes to spirituality and witchcraft. Because here's the thing, and again, you may be disagreeing with me in this entire video, and that's fine, because this is my beliefs, this is my personal perspective on this topic. Now, different witchcraft paths and different, spiritual paths and stuff, do some of them have specific ways to do things and specific beliefs? Yes, there are for sure certain different witchcraft paths and beliefs, certain spiritual paths and beliefs that all kind of, not that all, that have their own, their own kind of set of quote unquote rules, if you want to say, or their own set of beliefs or ways of doing things. Yes, I'm not saying that that's not true. But witchcraft as a whole, especially as a solitary practitioner, and just spirituality as a whole that's not attached to a specific religion or belief system, there's no right or wrong way, okay? There's no right or wrong way to practice witchcraft. There's no right or wrong way to have a spiritual connection. And damn anybody who tries to tell you otherwise. Okay, again, I know that there are specific niches of witchcraft that have certain ways of doing things and certain belief systems, especially if there's witchcraft practices that are tied to certain religions. The same with spirituality. Yes, there are certain spiritual paths, especially if it's a spiritual path that's connected to a specific religion or belief system, that have their own set of ways of doing things and ways that things should be done, and kind of, guidelines for you to follow. But when I'm talking about just witchcraft and spirituality, I'm talking about it just as a whole broad spectrum, again, especially as a solitary practitioner of witchcraft, or somebody who just is on your own spiritual path and you don't follow specific religions, or you don't go to a specific church, or you're not part of a specific group. There is no right or wrong way to do things. I may do things completely differently than you. That doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. With witchcraft and spirituality, we're bringing our own belief system to it. We're bringing our own life experiences to it. My life experiences and my feelings and my beliefs and the things that I've read and learned are different than the things that you have experienced in life. Everything that we experience in life, our personal belief system, our personal emotions, all of these things kind of dictate how we believe in something. And so again, your personal experiences that you're bringing to your witchcraft practice are completely different than my personal experiences that I'm bringing. And not one is better than the effing other. So please, for the love of all things witchy and spiritual, which that term, I always say that witchy, that term drives me nuts, but it's such a good adjective, but also it drives me insane. Anyway, I digress. Stop commenting on when somebody's sharing their belief and their perspective on something, stop telling them they're wrong. They're not wrong. The perspective and the belief that they are sharing is true to them, and that is okay. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to share, hey, here's my take on this, but stop telling people that they are wrong for following their specific personal spiritual path. Stop telling people that they're practicing witchcraft wrong when it is their own personal path. It drives me insane. So to close, disagreeing with somebody's okay. Sharing your opinion in an open, not aggressive, condemning way is okay. Having that dialogue is okay. You can disagree with somebody and go about your day. You don't have to try to tell them that they are wrong and you are right and here is why, because no, that's bullshit. You can be right. This person can be right. This person can be right. And we can all have differing opinions on the same topic matter, and we're all correct. And again, you may be disagreeing with me with this video, and that is okay. But I urge you, if you disagree with me with this video, comment below your take on it without condemning me, telling me I'm wrong for feeling the way that I'm feeling. That drives, you don't tell people they're wrong for feeling a certain way. Now again, here, if I'm making a video and I'm talking about, I don't even know, a spiritual path, if I'm talking about Buddhism, I know Buddhism it's a spiritual path and a religion, and I'm not Buddhist, and so if I'm saying this is what it means to be Buddhist and you have to do X, Y, Z, then no, please correct me and say, well, hey, actually Buddhists believe this, whatever. But that's one of those sects that have, kind of it's set belief system. Even then, you know, different Buddhists, I'm sure, approach their spiritual practice differently than each other. You know, everybody has their own beliefs and their own experiences that they're bringing to things. And who are we to say that how somebody connects to spirit, to God, to the universe, to whatever? Who are we to say that that is wrong? That's not. People can have their own personal connections to a higher power, and who are we to say that that's right or wrong? And the same with witchcraft. I mean, witchcraft, it's so broad. It's so freaking broad of a topic, and there's so many little subcategories of witchcraft and so many different religions that embrace witchcraft practices. You can't tell somebody that their witchcraft practice is wrong and their witchcraft beliefs are wrong just because you don't agree with it. Oh, it just drives me nuts. Okay, so that was my rant. Like I said, you may agree with me, you may not agree with me. I'd love to hear your comments and your take on this in a nice way, in a not bitchy way. Because again, we can all agree to disagree. Oh, and one more thing too. Like, here's the thing too with witchcraft is specifically, even hell, like different topics within witchcraft or holistic healing or spirituality. Like, you ask 100 different witches or people who identify as a witch, what does it mean to you to be a witch? You're going to get 100 frickin' different answers. You know, if you ask these 100 witches, so what does it look like to practice witchcraft? You're going to get 100 different answers. You ask, people who work with crystals, so what do you think it means to work with crystals? You're going to get 100 different answers. You know, what does it mean with this? And you ask 100 people, you're going to get 100 different answers. It's because we are all unique individuals on our unique paths with our unique experiences and unique beliefs. And, you know, it's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have differing views from people. It's not the end of the effing world. All right. I'll talk to all of you guys later. Bye.